What's up, everybody? This is part 2 of my 50 sub special. All this stuff I found in the attic today when I went home to visit my parents. Haven't got to go home in a while and see my parents. They boxed all this stuff up and put it in the attic when I moved off to college. And I went through the attic today and found all this stuff. And I just wanted to share it with you as part of a 50 sub special, kind of get away from the pickup videos. And so all this stuff brought back some great memories. I forgot I had a lot of this, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh, I remember buying that. I remember having that. It was really cool to find stuff from your childhood you had forgot about. So let's go ahead and dig into this. First, I had a Spiderman WebBlaster. I don't know how many of y'all had one of these when you were younger, but this is just so cool to find. I used to have a blast with this. It has these straps on the bottom. You would take it and attach it to your wrist, and then you could shoot your webs, like Spider-Man. And you would put a silly string can in here. I think they had to be special made to fit the web blaster. I'm not sure if a normal silly string would work. But you would put it in here, and then you would just blast it. It was really cool. Not a lot of my friends had this. I was one of the few who did. So, I felt really cool when I was younger. We'd have silly string fights and stuff, and I would have this, and they would just have the normal can. So, this is really cool. Big Spider-Man fan. I'm pretty sure this was released before the movies came out because I've had this for a long time, and just really cool that I found that. Next, I found this Sportsville baseball game. I used to play this all the time. You opened it up like this, and then you had your different bases for your game when you would play, and then just your off, on start, and select switch. And then down here was your pitch button. And I'm pretty sure there was a home run derby game on this. And you would just hit the pitch, and then you would swing the bat, and it was really cool because it has a clicker inside of it for when you swing the bat. So when you'd swing, it would make the noise like that. So really cool game. I had a great time playing this as a kid. Your sound would come out the top, and really cool. This was made by Tiger Electronics, and it's just a really cool handheld game for back in the day. I think I was around 11 or 12 when this thing came out, so it's been a while back. I'm gonna have to get some batteries and put in this and play. If y'all want to see a review of this, let me know. But just really fun game. Took me back to my childhood. And then next, I have a whole bunch of comic books that I forgot I had. I wasn't a huge comic book collector. I read comic books, but I didn't often collect them. I didn't buy them and keep them in their sleeves that much. But there were a few that I actually collected and kept. These are really cool. Uh, Most people know I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan. If you've seen my videos, I always talk about how I love the Turtles. And Dad actually started collecting comic books and started ordering these for me as well. So I got the first issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know a whole lot about comics. I don't know a whole lot about them because that really wasn't my thing. But I kept all these in their sleeves in really good condition, and my parents packaged them up really well when they put them in the attic, so they're all in really good shape. The one thing I remember about these Ninja Turtle comics was that they were a lot darker than the cartoon, which surprised me when I was young because I didn't know the Ninja Turtles, were a comic book. And these are just they have cussing and stuff in them. It's a lot darker, a lot more gruesome. There's bloodshed and all kinds of stuff in these, and just really cool to have. Glad I found these. I'm thinking about just framing these Ninja Turtle ones and putting them up. But really glad I found these. This is a different set. I only have that one of this. Then these are by the Archie Adventure series, the Ninja Turtles Adventures. I don't think these were near as dark, but I'll have to go back and reread them. But this was just a 3-issue miniseries, so I actually have all 3 of these. Uh, they're battling like the Power Rangers or something in this one, uh, which I thought was really cool. Don't know a whole lot about issue number 2 in the miniseries, but really cool artwork on it. And then number 3 in the miniseries, you actually have Michelangelo transformed back to just a normal turtle. A really cool artwork. I don't know how well my camera picks up, but he's got a tear coming down, and then the other 3 are fighting the Shredder. Just really cool. I remember loving these when I was little. I was so glad to have them. And then I also have a bunch of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comic books. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that was the show for kids my age when it came out. Everybody loved it. Everybody watched it. I remember everybody taping these, back before DVR when you actually had to use a VCR. It was great. And we used to tape this and watch it all the time. So I have the first issue in this. This was by Hamilton Comics. And just really great to see these. Really brought me back. I think they somewhat followed the show pretty similar. What's really cool about this is I just recently went back and watched Linkara. If you know who Linkara is, he has been doing reviews of the entire Power Ranger series, every season. And really good reviews, really informative, whole lot of stuff you didn't think about as a child when you watch these. So if you ever get a chance, visit Linkara and watch some of his reviews on the Power Ranger series. But really happy to find these comic books because just a huge part of my childhood. As you know, I've been picking up the Power Rangers video games, and that's great. So we have all kinds of these here. You got the White Ranger and these. I know everybody was so excited when I think it was Tommy was the Green Ranger, and they made a special White Ranger suit for him because he couldn't stay the Green Ranger anymore. So really cool. I remember I always wanted the Power Rangers toys growing up. I really wanted the dragon flute and everything. And then this is a different brand of the comics. It's the Power Rangers Saga edition, and this is really cool. The artwork, the characters even look like the characters on the TV show. You got the Green Ranger here destroying the command center. As if you know much about the Power Rangers, you know the Green Ranger was created originally as a evil ranger. Just really cool to go back and look through these. So I have all those in really good shape, still in the sleeves in plastic. And then these I completely forgot about. Wrestling was a huge part of my childhood growing up too. Everybody loved the old WWF, back in the Attitude Era when DX and Stone Cold was around. And I actually have issue number 2 of a Stone Cold comic book that was released. I actually open this up since they're not in the sleeve and show you some of the artwork inside. Just really, really cool artwork. Uh, I don't even remember at all what these are about. They're probably pretty ridiculous if you actually get into them. But really cool that I found these. I have 2, 3, and 4 of the Stone Cold issues. And everybody loves Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day. Look, he's giving a stunner to that guy. And then I have all but 1 out of 10 of The Undertaker. I don't know how many Undertakers were released, but I have the first one. Let's open this up. Give a quick look inside at some of the artwork here. Just really took me back. I completely forgot about it. I mean, it's really, uh, really gruesome looking, but completely forgot I had these growing up. And look at that, you got Mankind in there. Man, he looks even more deranged in the comic book than he did in real life. But really cool to find these. And you got Kane in this one. Let's see if I can find some pictures of Kane in here. This is just crazy. I'm going to have to go through and find out what these were actually about. You got Paul Bearer in here. That's great. If anybody's watching wrestling now, Paul Bearer just came back. We got Kane. And really cool. So that was issue 4, and I got 5. I don't have issue 6. I don't know what happened to that. I probably just never got it. But pretty gruesome stuff. But this was huge back in the day. Just anything wrestling related. I had all kinds of wrestling figures and stuff. I ended up selling most of them, like most of the stuff that I had back in the day, just because I didn't understand collecting. But I kept a hold of these, and my parents boxed them up. So I found these really cool to find all this stuff. So yeah, found all this stuff in the attic today, and it's just really cool because I completely forgot I owned this stuff. And if anybody out there, their parents have any of their stuff boxed up, and you haven't went through it in a while, go through it, man. You'll probably find some really cool stuff that you forgot you owned. So this is part two of my 50 sub special. Bunch of comic books I forgot about, a handheld uh, Tiger Electronics game, a WebBlaster, and then in the first video I showed you all the Game Boy stuff I found in my attic today. And stay tuned for part 3. I'm reviewing one of my favorite toys of all time. Completely forgot I had this. Well, I knew I had the item, but I actually have the box for it and everything. So stay tuned for this. And you if you grew up liking the same type of stuff I did, like Ninja Turtles and stuff, then you'll really like what I'm about to review in part 3 of my 50 sub special. And just thanks for subscribing and everything, and stay tuned for the next part. Take care, guys.